Hey folks, so Chef Jesse here. So this is like part 3 of me making this shredded beef. And I'm going to show you exactly how the beef, well for those who don't watch the video, I started out with 2 pieces, 1.5 pieces of London broil steak, and I boiled it for about 2 hours, and then I shredded it by hand, wore gloves. I shredded it by hand, and then that was it. And I have it in the pan, in the pot now, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare it. Okay, so stay tuned for that. So anyway, folks, this is shredded beef. The recipe, some people call it, I forgot what they call it, but some people call it ropa vieja, which means old clothes. Some people call it carne estofada, which means stuffed. I don't know. But anyway, this is a recipe that I know for a long time, and it tastes great. So anyway, what I did was I boiled 2 pieces, a piece and a half, pretty big, of London broil steak. I boiled it there for about 2 hours, and then I shredded it by hand. I took all the fat off because there was a lot of fat, not a lot of fat, but all that fat that was in there, and it came right off. So pretty much I have a pretty good piece of beef there that doesn't have too much fat. So what I'm going to do now, after I shredded it by hand, I'm going to add some sofrito. Now people ask me what sofrito is, in case you don't know what sofrito is. It's a Latin condiment, sort of, I would say, right? It consists of green peppers, red peppers, onions, garlic, cilantro, and culantro. That's all it is. And it's all put into a blender, and it's blended up in a blender, and it gives the flavor to soups, stews, and stuff like that. So let me show you how I'm going to do this. Just give me a second here. Okay, here we go. There goes the meat right now. So I'm going to put about, this is a teaspoon, so I'm going to put about 1, 2, I couldn't find a tablespoon, so anyway, just say that I put 2 tablespoons of sofrito. And then you can give more or less. You can add to it if you want. I'm going to have about a half a can of tomato sauce, more or less, not even half. Okay, that was about a little. Okay, now I'm going to add garlic to this. 2 tablespoons of garlic, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of pepper. Okay, I'm going to add some olives in here. Let me see. I gotta find my spoon because I can't do this. Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna add some olives that are pitted. Don't put any pitted olives in there because you'll break your teeth, right? So I put about 4 tablespoons of the olives. Now I'm gonna turn this on low. Oh, I put some olive oil in there too. Put some olive oil. I put in about, and I'm gonna put some fries in there. Now this recipe I've learned, I use fries. You don't have to put fries in. I don't know, but where I learned how to cook this, I put some fries in there. I don't know. Does good. Looks good. Tastes good. Okay. And I'm gonna eat this with some yellow rice, and that I made earlier, and it should be good. Okay. So let me drain these. I love homemade French fries. Anyway, you don't have to put the fries in there. Believe me, I don't know how I found this recipe, how I started with this recipe, but there we go. So I'm mixing everything up. Okay. And my stove is on, medium. I'm just gonna make sure that all this is in there, mixed up. I'm going to what I had, this has cilantro and achote. It's made by a company called Sazon, and I'm going to add this just for a little bit of color. I'm going to add about maybe half of the envelope or 3/4 of the envelope. There's still some in there left. I just want to get that nice yellow color in there, as you can see. And I'm going to start to mix this up, and I might empty out the rest of the envelope in there. Yeah, why not? You can only add more flavor to everything. So There we go. One of these. Okay. Make sure this is low. You don't want to burn the meat. And then you start to just turn the meat in there. Okay. Fold the meat. You know what this is called? Folding. Folding in. Your French fries, your fries soften up a bit. And this is it. This is your shredded beef, folks. Made real. It just takes time boiling it. But once you make it, it is good. Now, let me taste this. Let's see if it needs anything. If it needs any salt or any, I don't know, you know. Perfect. This is perfect. It's amazing. The meat is perfect. The rice is perfect. And in about 5 minutes, we're going to be ready. So stay with me. Okay, folks, so everything's done. I'm going to start serving this, and we are going to eat. So I'll take the plates out. I'm using, for this, I use a nice deep dish. Okay, I use a deep dish for this. And it's just, okay, and the rice. This is the rice smoking. Oh, man. This looks good. There goes the rice. Just some simple yellow rice with some corn in it. And, okay. And we do that. Let's put this to the side. And we get another one here. Okay. We do that. And we do that. Okay. Okay. Let's cover the rice. And we're going to start doing the meat. Watch this. Okay. There you go. So we're going to pour the meat on top of this here. There we go. Look at that. All those olives. Let's put some olives back in because we don't want to lose all our olives. Yeah. And then we're going to do Gilbert's plate here. You see those potatoes have softened up now. They look terrific. Let me give some. Gilbert likes the olives. So the French fries have turned nice and soft. The meat is nice and tender. And this is delicious. But of course everything looks good at the table, right? So I'm going to take it to the table in just a second. So folks, I made like two little short videos about how I made the beef. And now this other one, how it looks. And it tastes good. It looks delicious and it tastes delicious. Let me show you. So there goes your beef, shredded beef. Okay. Some people call this ropa vieja, which means old clothes. I know it as carne estofada, which means I guess means shredded, right? But so yeah, folks, that's it. Shredded beef, yellow rice, and corn, and very simple. Like I said, I boiled the beef. I shredded it by hand, then I sauteed it. You saw how I did it. I sauteed it with the tomato sauce, the sofrito, and all the other ingredients, and that was it. Very quick. I threw some fries in there, and that might be that's a recipe that I have. A lot of people might say you're nuts, but hey. But it gives it a nice texture, gives it a nice flavor. Look at it here. Look how that looks. Okay. So the fries have softened up, of course, and they give it a nice flavor. Look at that. Nice. So anyway, folks, I spent like a couple hours doing this because I had to boil the meat. That takes me more than putting the meat together. Boiling it for 2 hours and watching it, babysitting a piece of meat boiling that's how my day went. So anyway, folks, with that said, hope you guys have a great night, and God bless you guys. Stay safe, and I see you guys tomorrow. Good night.